Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Civilization 6 here. Just as we turn into the medieval era, the World Congress starts in one turn, and we've got some work to do here. We've got a long old way before we're going to stand a chance of winning here. World rankings, we're not doing great on science or culture. Korea is doing pretty well, all things considered. Maybe not in culture, but we could definitely be doing a lot better in comparison to some of the other civilizations. Science, we're not doing too badly, but we do need to really work on our science. We need to work on our culture this stream. It's going to be quite a quick one today, but that's okay. We have Ottawa, Montreal, Winnipeg and Vancouver, although I would like to get another city down here in this part of the world. We are a declared friend of Gilgamesh, which is lucky, because otherwise we would be very dead very quickly. I know he's down here somewhere, past Nazca. And we also know that China is very close up here to Winnipeg, so we're going to have some issues there, I would imagine. But we want to get a settler out and down here. We do have one in Winnipeg, so we're just going to end the turn here and see what happens going forward. They've started work on okay, they've worked on the campus there. And here we go. The world has entered the medieval era. Welcome to the World Congress. It is now in session. Each world leader must vote on proposals currently on the floor. Once everyone's votes are submitted, winning proposals are enacted until the next meeting of the World Congress. This is how we get diplomatic points. But we have no diplomatic favour to work with, so we're not going to be able to do much in this World Congress, but we hopefully will in future. 100% production towards buildings in this district. I'd like to work on culture, so a theatre square might be nice. And producing or purchasing military units using the chosen currency type is 100% of the cost until the next World Congress. And we're going to do let's do faith for that, because we're not going to be going into faith really. We don't have a lot of diplomatic favour to work with, so we're just going to try our best to guess what's going to be used. Okay, so we didn't get any points out of that. That's okay. Let's get ourselves a mine here in Vancouver. And this warrior we could hopefully upgrade, although we don't have the iron to do anything with it at the moment. So for now, you're just going to fortify till healed. We do have an archer who I'd like to do something with this galley if I can. You can come here and do something with these crabs. It's going to improve Winnipeg in terms of its housing, its food, its production, so it's not bad at all. And it means we've used that settler builder, which means that galley can't really do anything to us for the time being. We've got quite a bit of time before anything useful is going to happen. Ottawa is okay. It's a bit of a weird city, just because it's near the desert quite a lot, but it is doing some useful things. And once we get culture starting to build, and that would be good. We do have a good amount of money per turn. He wants to buy horses, and he wants me to give him open borders. In return, he will give us diplomatic favour and 7 gold. Honestly, I'll take that. Having an extra 6 or 7 gold per turn is not going to be bad at all. There's a special session of the World Congress. I'm intrigued to see what that is. But given it's not involving us, I don't think we get to see. Ooh, we meet Trajan. I do love the language. I do love Latin. It just sounds really cool. Military emergency. If we do not stand united, then the fate of this one city will come to us all in time. I don't know if that's to do with Trajan, but we at least know where Trajan. We know Trajan exists. Our fishing boats here with the turtles have been raided, as to be expected. What is Trajan? What's his agenda? Optimus Princeps tries to include as much territory as possible in the Empire. Does not civilization to control little territory. Well, we are working on that. We'll send him a delegation. Hopefully we can at least be somewhat friends with Trajan going forward. There's Shanghai. I do need to deal with this gun if I can. I can get another archer out, but that feels almost unnecessary. I could do with some ancient walls, that would also, I suppose, help. And also, actually, having you here would not be a bad thing, purely because of the nature of Winnipeg. It's so close to China that we're bound to have some issues there. Korea and Poland are at war. That's of interest. Okay, that boat is kind of buggering off, which is good. It kind of leaves us alone for the most part. I just want to make sure that we're optimising as much food as we can out of this place. We've got some good food down here with the sugar. And we do have the delicate arch here, which is nice, which does mean our faith is pretty good. I can't remember, did we get... Okay, we got the pyramids. In terms of religions, I don't think we have one. No, we don't. So, really, we need to be converted to someone else's religion. But we will need to see how that goes. See who we get and see what benefits that gives us. He wants sugar and 50 diplomatic favour. He'll give us 10 gold and some iron. Yeah. Although really I shouldn't trade away my diplomatic favour, as that is one of my strong suits. It is good that you do not try to compete with the glorious Empire of Khan. Oh, wonders that I'm... Oh yes, I forget he doesn't like us competing for wonders. They're going to raid that crabs next turn. That's annoying. But we can now allow our land units to embark. Now we've got shipbuilding. That also allows us to get a quadrireme. And we might also be able to get the Colossus out, which is good. Friendship with Gilgamesh has expired. Can we renew that? Yes, we can. Wonderful. I don't really want to make enemies with... Making enemies with Gilgamesh feels like a bad idea, in all honesty. 480 gold for quadrireme, that feels excessive. In terms of what we want to go for next, we are pretty far behind here in the classical era. We need to jump forward as best we can. I think we'll probably go for apprenticeship, because that can get us into stuff like banking, and also that'll help us with education as well. So yeah, we'll go for apprenticeship next. Sorry, cucumbers, I didn't see that. I'm having to use my phone for my chat room thing. Good to see you. I'm in school. Why must you torture me like this? I'm on mobile too, so be forever till I can respond to things. That's okay. It's going to be quite a quick stream today, I will be honest. But I thought I'd at least do a little bit of streaming. Good to see you. We're going to upgrade this chap to a swordsman. So we have a stronger unit around. We can use the money or the iron that Trajan gave us to do so. I'm gonna go home. It's just my internet, and the terrible trouble not being able to understand you is just me and not you. That's okay. I understand. We can promote you, but that only gives us range strength versus land units. So I'd like to just keep on going after you, to be honest. We can... Okay, Magnus is now established in Ottawa. Someone's finished Machu Picchu, and Winnipeg is continuously being raided by this ship. So we are going to need to do something with that going forward, that's for sure. I'm going to move this swordsman up towards Ottawa, I think. Here in Ottawa, per se, what do we want to actually be focusing on? We can get a harbour down for potentially 2 gold there. It's not bad. I know some people can like plan these things really well. It's never really been my strength. We'll put down a harbour because money is useful. Money makes the world go round. We'll put down a harbour here, and potentially we can put down a commercial district right here instead. Well, actually, probably there would have been a better place to put that, maybe over here. I've misjudged that. Hang on, can I move that somewhere else? I'm not sure if I can change that now. Probably not. Well, we've done it now. We're going to have to deal with the consequences. I'm in school, you can't stay. That's okay. This will go up on YouTube if you want to watch it later. But either way, I do appreciate you, you stopping by. I know it's a very different time of day for me to be streaming than when I usually do. Only 5 o'clock in the afternoon for me. It's practically unheard of. Thank you so much, Cucumbers. I'll see you soon. I likely won't be streaming for the next couple of days, but I should be again on Sunday. See you soon. Take care. I need to do something here in Winnipeg to deal with these this boat who's just going around raiding all of Winnipeg. And we definitely need to get a settler down here, but that's fine. We will do so. I don't know where exactly we'll put him, but we'll put him somewhere. And my city-state has been defeated. China is sending us a trade delegation. That's more than okay. I kind of wish Shanghai would help with that boat, but clearly they're not going to. Catastrophic volcanic eruption at Kabul. That's bad for them, but we should be okay. With the arch up there, actually I will promote it now, purely just to give it its health back. Who needs orders? This warrior can just stay around here to ensure that there's no new barbarian camp. I must say, we're not in an ideal part of the world. We could think about one more city up there, kind of past Ottawa. We will have to see, but you know, I'm not excellent at Civ. That's the thing. It's the blunt force of the matter. But this is why I'm playing it, to try and kind of expand and improve my knowledge of the game. Someone's built a great lighthouse. That's fine. We were not particularly going for the great lighthouse anyway. Mausoleum of Halicarnassus would be nice, but we're so far behind everyone else that I don't think it's going to really matter. In terms of what we want to go for next, I don't think we need to go for mysticism. We can get an envoy later. I'd like to focus on something like feudalism or the civil service. I'm not sure how far off we are feudalism, but we will, I think, go for that. I know it's 18 turns away. But I think it'll be worth it. Although military training would be useful as well. They're telling me to go for naval tradition. I don't think that's that needed. Let's go for military tradition. We're currently with Gilgamesh in this part of the world, but we do need to catch up. We need to start really expanding quite quickly here. Let's repair. Let's actually get some ancient walls down in Winnipeg. I think it's important. And we're going to go down here. There's no real fresh water in this part of the world. That's my only concern. And there is going to be some loyalty issues. Not entirely sure why that is. We could go here. That would give us at least some bonuses. We get sheep out pretty quickly. You know, I'd like to be able to get the iron, the bananas. We would need some luxuries. There is some amber down here. One, two. Oh, it's not ideal because we'd have to settle here, but then that would give us issues with our loyalty. Well, either way, I think we can start heading them down this way. But luxuries will be an issue here. At least there will be some kind of water here, or there won't be fresh water. Oh, it's not great. We can go down here. That might be a little bit better. We get some iron, we get some copper, bananas. I think that's actually probably the better location down there. It's not fresh water, but it'll have to do. We have a new governor title. We could go for Magnus. Pingala might be nice. We've got Winnipeg and Ottawa already with a governor. Montreal. Oh my goodness, what's happening here in Vancouver? No, don't focus on the food, please. I can't wait. Can't wait 86 turns for a new population. That's ridiculous. Where can we usefully use We can't really use Pingala anywhere. Maybe we can put Pingala down in Montreal. I think we'll probably do that. So we'll appoint Pingala in Montreal. Montreal. Something like that. And you can just stay on alert there until you're needed. We will get the walls out of Winnipeg to protect from Shanghai and protect from that potential ship coming back in again. How much is it for new set? 800, my word. I will get a trader out in Ottawa, and I'll pay for it purely just to get it started as soon as possible. I think that's important. But I hear a boat somewhere. Who else needs orders? What's the most useful things we can do? We go to Nazca for gold and some faith. Not that faith is pretty useful for us at the moment, but it might be in future. But it will get us closer to... It would also give us a route to Vancouver, which shouldn't be a bad thing. Go to Shanghai. What's going to be the best route for us? If we go through Montreal to Shanghai, that might be kind of a good option for us. Although that might be nice as well, going to Winnipeg. Yeah, we get 2 food and 3 production here in Ottawa, which would not be bad. I think we'll do... Let's go to Vancouver, actually. It's a fairly quick route, and also gets us a route down to Vancouver, which I think is important. And of course, we will get a trade route down here as well. I think we can think about another city up here, quite close to Kabul, but we're going to have to be a little bit careful about how we do that. Then we need to start working on our culture and our science, a lot. But I definitely want the iron and bananas and amber from down here. I think it's important we come down here because then we can at least get the amber. I'm presuming there's another player down here, otherwise there wouldn't be the issue with loyalty as much, although we might just be too far away from Vancouver for it to matter. Nubia has declared war on Rome, so we know there's someone. So Nazca have a chariot there, so I'm intrigued to see if there's anyone over on this land here, because if there's not, we might be able to think about that as a potential for expansion. Let's just make sure we understand a little bit more about Shanghai here. We're not going to actively invade, but it'd be good to find out what's going on. We do need to repair stuff here in Winnipeg once we've got our ancient walls complete. But we are earning good money per turn, so we might be able to use that to our advantage in terms of buying builders, traders, etc. But we do need to start doing some work in this stream, that's for sure. Ooh, if no one's settled here, I'll happily settle there, that's for sure. Okay, got some ancient walls in Winnipeg, wonderful. In terms of production, I'm just going to get my harbour repaired, just to give myself some more gold and food. I don't think there's any particular... We might be able to go for the Mausoleum of Halicarnassus, but we're in a bit of a race here. Let's at least repair the harbour. Pingala should be assigned in Montreal pretty soon. And we definitely need to work on Vancouver, that's for sure. 295, we should be able to get a build out in Vancouver soon. And we'll get the commercial hub up momentarily, which is good. Especially, it's good because we're doing the trade to Vancouver now, but I don't know if that applies retroactively or not.
Men have to go into training to learn how.
We could put veterancy in, because we are doing multiple things with harbours at the moment, but they're all one turn away anyway, so I don't know if that's that important. Montreal needs some more amenities. I'm sure we can work on that. There is tea here, which we can get hopefully soon. Let's go for feudalism. We're not going to be far away from getting that done. Vancouver could usefully use either a campus. There's not a great spot for it. We're not in a very mountainous area, so science is not going to go very well for us. A theatre square, again, there's only a good spot there for it. Where have we put down our commercial hub? Put it down here. So from an adjacent district. If we purchase this, that's not going to help greatly, but at least would help us. Might help with adjacency bonuses eventually. Anyway, so we'll get down to Theatre Square. We need more culture. You can go on alert. We have another envoy. Neither of these people are that useful to hold on to. Maybe the Nazca line improvements could be useful, but I don't think it's that useful. But we could at least get a Suzerain. At least then we're a Suzerain of Kabul, and we've meted a whole bunch of new people. My word. Ah, someone lives there. Who have we met? We've met Japan, and we've met Poland. What's your agenda, Poland? Do you like faith? We'll send you a delegation, potentially, or attempt to. What about Japan? You are Bushido, so you like faith and culture. We can't seem to send you a delegation this turn. That's fine. Okay. And we've also found the Galapagos Islands. That's cool. Who is based here that we haven't met yet? Oh, now we've officially met Japan. Okay, now we've officially met Japan. We should be able to send him, and we've met Japan as well now. So in order to meet you, we will send you relevant delegations as soon as possible. I.e. hopefully now. There we go. You're humbled by my generosity. We'll also send a delegation to Poland. Hopefully that means we can at least keep positive relations with them. We're kind of very quickly running out of spaces to expand. We will expand up here, maybe up there. But we'll send the swordsman on a little bit of a scouting operation. That's why there's this issue here with loyalty, because we're quite close to Japan in general, I would believe. We need to, I think, at least have some water. And it's on the coast, which is not bad at all. That will get us bananas. It will grow pretty quickly, actually, as a city. So I'm not all too worried about that. We'll get all our harbours up and running again soon. In fact, we're going up for a bunch of harbours, which gives us money, so I'm not too upset about that. I think once we're done in there, we'll get another settler out in Ottawa. We're still in a... Oh! Trajan's not too thrilled with us for not expanding. We are. Hey, Trajan, we got a new settler out. Don't worry about it. Okay, we are finally into the medieval era, well behind our esteemed colleagues, but at least we're there. And that does give us some bonus production to mines, although I'm not sure how many of those we have. Okay, so China is on this continent. How many cities does China have? It must have a few. To kind of be in multiple locations at the same time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cities, plus presumably their capital as well. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Okay. We can at least get the settler down next turn here. I'm guessing it might be St. John. One of those. Oh, there's definitely something up here. But it might just be snow. In terms of research, we are ahead of Japan, and with Poland, but nowhere near close to Korea, my word. I don't think we'll be able to get the University of Sankor, but having more boosted education would be good, and that gets us into potentially Palata Palace or Scientific Theory. Oxford University would be wonderful, but whether we get that is a whole other question. Winnipeg, we can get a science. We can get a lighthouse out. We could go for the Colossus, or we could go for Petra. Mausoleum of Halicarnassus wouldn't be bad, but there's only one spot there, and it's a pretty useful spot anyway. I think we'll just go for a library here. Yeah, just go for a library, get some more science up and running. Although we do need to get a build. Ooh, how long is it for a builder actually? How long is it for a builder in Winnipeg? 6 turns. I'd rather spend 7 turns to get the science district. Montreal, you could get a campus here. There's a +2 spot right there. The theatre square with +1. I think we can make our kind of districts over this part of the world. So I think we'll go for a campus here. We'll remove the marsh, but marshland isn't that useful to me. Anyway, Vancouver is actually stagnated, which is hardly ideal. No, why would you go to the production? This game... I don't know why this game favours production so much when it's kind of deciding these things. He wants turtles. I will do that. I'd like to hold on to some of my diplomatic favour, I think, for the most part. I'll happily sell you turtles, though. She wants diplomatic favour. I'm going to refuse that, even though that's probably going to annoy her. I need to hold on to some of my diplomatic favour, but I'll happily take the high trade deals from Trajan, Gilgamesh, and the Chinese. We're making good money from trade, actually. Let's put down our new city of Hamilton. Wonderful. And we're going to go for a... I mean, we have an issue with amenities already. We don't have that much space for housing, which is not ideal. Rebellion in 22 turns. We're going to need to get something over there to deal with that. In terms of the time being, it's going to build down in Hamilton. We are going to have to probably send a governor down here to Hamilton to actually be able to do something to ensure it doesn't rebel. Because the happiness level is down. Pressure for nearby citizens is not ideal. So we do need to work on amenities. Yeah, definitely need to work on amenities for Hamilton here. Let's just make sure they're choosing the correct thing. They are good. We will send a governor down when the time is right down there. I don't know if we want to settle on the Galapagos Islands, but it'd be fun to try. No, we can't. But it does give us quite a good amount of science on there. We could think about trying to settle... Let's see if we can settle down here on that little island. I think it would be a struggle with China nearby, but if we could, that'd be wonderful. Next, I think we want to get some builders out across the Empire. Maybe here in Ottawa we can work on a settler. Point out down here. I think the more cities we have down, the better, really. We'll have to see. Let's have a look at how these swordsmen are doing. We're going to see if there's anything up here that we can make use of. He wants to trade horses for iron. I'm okay with that. It keeps him happy, and we might well need some iron in general, because we do have horses in our stockpile already. That's not a problem. This is definitely Barbarian Island. Let's not go on there. Let's pull back. We know what's kind of in that area now. That's definitely somewhere we don't want to be, however. Swordsman up here. Nothing major on that island. I would like to see what's over here, though, that's for sure. Because we can settle here, maybe go to Wales, get some good science off the Galapagos Islands eventually. Not a bad idea in the long run. We could try and go for the Colossus. I mean, the Colossus isn't that useful as a want. I mean, it's fine as a wonder. It's not excellent. We can get the mausoleum down, which would also be wonderful. That being said, I think we just need to work on settlers and builders for the time being. Let's get a settler out of Ottawa. 295 for a builder. There's probably better places we can have that than Ottawa for the time being. Oh, or is there? I mean, I could ideally do with one at Winnipeg. I could do, in fact, I could do with one at pretty much every city. We will. Actually, we'll get one out in Ottawa because they're going to really struggle with their population. I'm guessing that's because of their housing. Yeah, their housing. We'll get one out in Ottawa because then Ottawa can keep growing and hopefully become a bit of a powerhouse for us. So we'll get down a builder. And we're earning good money per turn. It's going to be 5 turns if we can buy some more builders. And we will get it. We can build a... What is that? We can build a Nazca line. But we'll probably use that for something else. I'd rather build farms or something similar there for the time being. We do need to get builders out across the rest of the Empire though. So that's probably going to be the next job for us. I would like to see if we can get a city down here in Hamilton, which would be wonderful. Or past Hamilton, I should say. Let's move you here. Let's get a farm down. It's going to improve the time quite a bit, but it's still a long way off, my word. We still need a bit more housing before that's going to be fine. We'll move you over there again. Luckily, we do have our pyramids, which do give us that one additional charge per settler, which is useful. There's a landmass up here. I think we could think about another city somewhere here, as long as we don't have too many issues with Kabul. 38 turns now for Hamilton to switch over, so we're doing okay. We're kind of managing that a little bit better for the time being. Definitely Winnipeg and Montreal are slightly stagnated. It's a shame we didn't get a religion given we had the delicate arch, but that's just the way it goes, unfortunately. We get another farm down here. That surely we must be fairly close to feudalism now. 1, 2, 3. Do we just have those farms? I guess we do. 4. So we need another 2 farms somewhere to get feudalism down. We get a couple of lumber mills down here, which would definitely improve our production. So actually we could get some farms down, but actually having the bonus production would be useful, although boosting feudalism would also be useful. But we can probably get another farm down soon. So actually I'll go build the lumber mills. That's, I think, the better idea. So let's build the Meenakshi Temple, and Shanghai is rebelling. Does that mean Shanghai is going to go to us? And someone is going after Handon here. I don't know who that is. Oh, it might just be a flood. Yes, it is. Gilgamesh has declared war on Japan. That's going to be an interesting one. I'm guessing that's what the World Congress is about. It's going to be interesting to deal with. Let's just make sure we're not missing anything. We have found a little tribal village. That could be interesting to see what we find. A tribal village here as well. I definitely want to settle here, especially as there's a river. Oh, that's perfect. That's definitely where we're going to be settling next. I'd like to get out of Hamilton, but that's not going to be possible. Maybe Vancouver, maybe even Winnipeg, actually. Or if we're really lucky, we might get a settler. I'm intrigued to see who Shanghai will go to. There's maybe it'll fall to us, actually, Shanghai. There's a city-state emergency, but it failed. That's fine. Let's move you over there. yeah, I'd like to. I want to get there beforehand, before China does. That's for sure. We'll settle you. We'll get you onto the island next turn. I was going to settle up here, but now I'd much rather settle down by the Galapagos, and we will settle up here soon. That's not as much of an issue. Vancouver builders 310, settlers 800. It's going to be a long while before we can actually buy one of those. This is interesting. We'll have to see how this goes. I'm just trying to work on my science and culture because we really need to catch up. Nubia just raised the city they captured from Rome, so Trajan is not having a good day of it. There seems to be a lot of capturing at the moment, which makes me slightly worried, I must admit. 10 turns for a settler out of Winnipeg. It's not ideal, but it's not that bad. Which I think we will... Will we do that? Because we have Magnus here. Oh, we don't have provision yet, which is unfortunate, but we'll have to make that work. Okay, Shanghai is still struggling with its rebellion. I don't know who it would rebel to. It's struggling with its happiness, that's for sure. I don't know if it would go independent or if it would fall to us at Winnipeg. But we do have Winnipeg and Montreal and Vancouver in quite close succession. Oh, do we try for any of these wonders? I mean, 31 turns is quite a while. 6 turns for builder, 10 turns for settler. I think we'll go for builder. We can purchase a builder in Winnipeg, but arguably they might be more useful in... Would they be more... No, I think we'll purchase a builder. We'll get a settler. We'll also purchase a builder in Winnipeg. They can repair some things. They can do some more improvements in Winnipeg, hopefully boosting that city back up again. Vancouver, there's only a couple of spots that we can actually do things in, like these horses and these cattle, so they'll be the next in line for a builder. Hamilton's kind of working on one already. Let's make sure they're doing the correct things. They are. Let's just make sure those are padlocked. It's a long way away to get a new citizen. I'm guessing that's because there's not really that much housing in this part of the world. Yeah. Or housing in Hamilton's going to be an issue, but we can work on that as soon as we get this builder out. Hamilton's going to be a bit of a slow start, that's for sure. +2 production in our lumber mill, or in Ottawa. Well, what am I doing? There's so many of these tribal villages that I keep on actually not going and finding them. What are you going to give me? You give me a progress towards theology. Arguably not that useful, but that's okay. We do have 2 different things we need to do here. We'll send the swordsman up to deal with the archer first, and we can get the tribal villages afterwards. Having tribal villages later in the game is not bad at all, actually. There's a lot of war going on. I'm really rather concerned. I don't like that at all. Okay, bowmen are going after the swordsman. That's fine. Oh, there's some barbarian warriors there as well. Okay, we're going to pull that swordsman back to this friendlier village. Clearly that other village has got some issues with its closest neighbours. Okay, let's get a builder out here. We need to repair those crabs, but for now we can go get... Ooh, we can get the mine down. That might be useful first. Then we'll go after the crabs next. Let's make sure there's no other hidden secrets down below the Galapagos. How's Shanghai doing? Rebellion in 23 turns, so not quite as bad as it was. Hamilton has got full loyalty in 4 turns, so that's kind of stabilised, which is wonderful. You could just go on alert there in Montreal. We'll keep you there as kind of a backup. Okay, we can settle in Ottawa. Ooh, loyalty here would be a struggle. That's unfortunate. I would really love to settle here. We'd have to use governor almost straight away there. But it's a nice spot for a city. But loyalty would be a huge issue there. Is there a governor which gives us loyalty? It'll still only give us +8, however. It's not ideal. We might just be able to make it work. You know what? We're going to attempt it, and we'll send someone down. We'll send a governor down there to hopefully deal with it when the time comes. We can get the Colossus out in 19 turns, which is not bad at all. We get another settler out in 7, which is arguably a lot quicker than Winnipeg here. So I think we'll do that. We'll switch Winnipeg over to something different. We don't need 2 settlers. Especially as we'll be settling up there. It makes sense that we probably move Ottawa over to doing that. We go for a lighthouse that gives us a citizen slot, some housing, another trade route capacity if the city does not yet have a market building, which it doesn't. Or we could go for the Colossus. But 31 turns seems like a long time for the Colossus, to be honest. I think if I'm going to be going for... Actually, plus 1 food for all coast tiles. That's not bad at all. We'll go for the lighthouse, because that also gives us some of the trade route capacity there. You go get this for me, see what we get. 20 plus diplomatic favour from that little village. That's not bad. We will attempt to go back here and get the village from there, but I'm not sure that's going to be that ideal. How long is it going to take you to get down to the Galapagos? 16 turns, my word. Well, we'll send you down there. How much luck we'll have, I'm not entirely sure, but I would love to try settle near the Galapagos, that's for sure. We'll also see if there's anything down here, but we'll be stuck between... We'll be stuck between Japan and China. We'll be very out of the way there. Maybe it's not the best idea to settle there. We could maybe settle another city there, in between Winnipeg, Hamilton and Vancouver. You know, minus 12 loyalty is still not ideal. Yeah, it's so far away that it's going to be a bit of a pipeline dream, but if we can manage it, that would be good. Be very good indeed. Oh, we have our first missionary coming in from Islam and Korea. Hello, missionaries. Are you going to expand your faith to me? What actually? Oh, university. University of Sankor would be lovely. I don't know if we're going to manage it. Be nice nonetheless. Now, what is this religion that you're going to give to us? Islam. What does that actually? Is that beneficial to us? There's Islam. International trade routes provide +2 gold to cities with holy sites. In addition to 2 gold for every building in the holy site district. Allows construction of pagodas, +3 faith, +1 diplomatic favour per turn. So we could mass produce diplomatic favour and just try win that way. It's not a bad idea. I'll have to see. What's down here? Small island, but nothing too amazing. Vancouver's already struggling with its housing again. I'd rather focus on the 2 food and 2 production over the 1 food and 4 production. It does mean we're going to have to slow down our cultural district a little bit, but it means we grow at not an abysmal rate. Venetian Arsenal, shipyard might be nice. In terms of going for banking, we've got to go through stirrups, but we're not... How far are we off feudalism? 6 turns. Let's do something else then so we get stirrups boosted. Engineering, probably not bad to have an aqueduct. Machu Picchu I think has been got already. but Kisiwani would be very nice. Although at the moment we haven't really met that many city-states. But we'll go for engineering anyway, will we? It'll take a while for us to get into mass production, that's for sure. Hagia Sophia, cartography. That's probably less interesting, although I'd like to go for industrialization, that's for sure. Wow, Korea's just running away with it all. I think they're going to be the powerhouse. Let's get engineering. What are we going to do? Let's go for military engineering, because then we can get knight, and that can be a good bonus resource potentially for us. Let's get +2 for our mine down here in Winnipeg. And then we want to go over repair the crabs, so that's going to improve our... Especially as we need to repair our turtles, our crabs, get some new crabs down. That's going to be our next most important thing that we can do here in Winnipeg, trying to get our kind of population growing again. Vancouver, well, we're going to have to find a way forward with Vancouver. It's a very production heavy city. There are so few people living in the Empire, it must be hard to get anything done. Indeed. It is quite hard to get anything done. But what can we do? We'll keep exploring with you. Where's our swordsman up near Kabul? Is it safe to come back yet? No, it's most certainly not. Those barbarians are protecting that village with their life. I don't really want to lose the swordsman. It's probably not safe. No, it's not safe for them. We're going to have to pull those swordsmen back, I think, unfortunately. Anyone settled in this part of the world? If no one settled down here, we could attempt it. Again, loyalty would be probably a huge, huge issue. We might be able to make that city work. I don't know, but I'd like to settle at the Galapagos if possible. Shanghai is now stabilised for the most part, it seems. If no one's settled down here, I might give it a go. And that actually might help with the Galapagos afterwards. Let's build the fishing boats here. That's going to help a little bit with Winnipeg. And then we're going to go repair these crabs and the turtles up to the north of Winnipeg. Only 5 turns for the next session. Be interesting. Ah, the boat is back. I wonder where that boat had got to. Let's bring the archers round to try and deal with that galley. I'd rather not have that. I'd rather not have this builder stolen, to be honest. Let's actually pull you back to relative safety over there. Anyone? There's no one here in this part of the world. There's cotton, there's iron. That seems like a really useful place to settle. Could set up a little, like, secondary Canada down here, maybe. We do still have Nazca on side, which is wonderful. They're going to come raid again here at Winnipeg, but we do now have walls here. Ooh. Doesn't look to me like there's anything settled down here. There must be a separate land. Let's fire on this ship. The ship has been here for a while. We need to get rid of it, really. It is just a basic galley, which is good. We could get our own ship out, our own quadrireme. It would only take 3 turns, but if it stays in this part of the world, we should just be able to destroy it with our archers and our walls. I'd like to get a university or a market down. We could go for Petra, but we don't have that many desert tiles. That doesn't really feel particularly worth it. Builder in 4 turns might be nice. Let's... I mean, Vancouver could do... Well, actually, we can just buy a build in Vancouver. Let's go for a university. Let's increase our science. That's very important. Let's get ourselves a builder here in Vancouver. And I want to get a... What is the issue with Vancouver? Is it the food? It's the housing, isn't it? Let's get a granary down here. It's only going to take 3 turns. That will help with the housing and the food situation there. There's a piece there. Barbarians are approaching Winnipeg. That's fine. Let's get these builders back to relative safety around the island. We can deal with them. We can do something with them soon, hopefully. Montreal is kind of a bit of a mess city. It's not really doing much anything that useful for the time being. Hopefully it will start to pick up in a little while. It's taken a while to get that science district down, but it should still be worth it. Hamilton is just going to be one of those slow-growing cities, that's for sure. I don't know where our settlers have got to. They seem to... Oh, they're in Vancouver. That's fine. We do need to deal with this boat once and for all. It's proved to be such an issue. And we've discovered feudalism. Thank goodness, it's taken a while. If we purchased a builder this turn, we would have been able to get a lot more from that. That's fine. And we also get booster stirrups. Let's clear this place out. If there's no one here, I could definitely think about settling there, that's for sure. We can get pasture there, pasture here. You get a pasture, you get a pasture, you all get pastures. And that's a good bonus to Ottawa. Lighthouse in 6 turns, an amphitheatre. Only 19 turns for the Colossus of Rhodes, but still, it's only one trade route. It doesn't seem that particularly useful to me. Amphitheatre might be nice. We're starting to slowly increase our kind of production of science and of culture, but it's still a way away. Do we have a market yet here? We don't. So let's actually we'll get a lighthouse down here. It'll also help with the housing situation and gets us bonus food for these wheat here. So again, not bad at all. Let's deal with this boat once and for all so it will no longer cause us such issue. And that archer should hopefully be able to finish it off, or at least get close, that's fine. We'll at least avoid a dark age. Whether we get to a golden age in... Well, we might get there actually, we'll have to see. Civil service we can go for, which would be nice. I guess it's an alliance. Although arguably we don't actually need particularly much in the civil service, but we might need stuff in guilds. And I guess it's into the diplomatic service, enlightenment, humanism, all very worthwhile indeed. I don't think we need theology. We're not really going down the religion route for the time being, or really at all. Naval tradition. Okay, well I think we need to go for civil service. I don't think we're going to get anyone up to 10 turns in time, unfortunately. Definitely the next person to a builder is Montreal. I just wanted to boost Vancouver up a bit because it seems to be struggling quite a bit overall. We have a new settler down in Ottawa. We'll put it somewhere down here. I think maybe here would be good. Eventually gets us elephants, gets us tea, amber. Yeah, that's gonna be the spot for you there. Although we could get fresh water if we moved one spot to here. We get the elephants slightly sooner. It would take us longer to get the tea and we wouldn't get the amber. But we can aqueduct over to the fresh water. So I think that's fine. We can aqueduct over, that's not a problem. You can just skip your turn for now. We are in an okay spot. We could be a lot better, that's for sure. How are we doing on great people? Well, but too bad on great merchant actually. We're probably first in line for one of those. We're doing okay. Actually, we're not too bad on the great admiral actually. Oh, Winnipeg has raided our harbour yet again, which is annoying. But we will fire on them to get our archers some experience. There we go. Now we can go get that sorted. I don't know if we can just purchase that to be healed. I don't think we can, sadly. Let's get our build a background there. Can we actually get a... You just need to... Yeah, you just need to fortify till healed. I'm bouncing all over the place here. If no one's settled down here, then I might just send the settler past the Galapagos down to here instead. Because if there's no one round here, that could be a good second Canada, as it were. Montreal, can I purchase a builder for you? 340 gold, I can get one for you next turn. So for the time being, let's focus on something more useful for you. A theatre square, maybe. Commercial hub. Ooh, 3 gold there, that'd be nice. But I feel like we're doing okay on gold. I think we need to focus on other things for the time being. I don't think we need an encampment. I don't know why it's really pushing for us to get that. One culture there. We do need to work on our culture, that's for sure. Let's get a theatre square down here. We might be able to do a nice little complex there. 20 turns is a long way away, that's for sure. Production in Vancouver, however, we might be able to do some better things with. Because their production here is pretty okay. We could get a monument down for some additional culture. You know, 2 culture is not bad, and we only have 18 anyway. Move you down to here. Let's get a pasture down. We get more horses, although we don't have the space for them in our stockpile. But it does improve our production, and we can go over and get some more pastures down over there. I'd like to maybe bring this archer down to here if we need to, because that might, and this might be a great new spot to settle, and then that might help us settle down there eventually as well. We'll have to see. Hamilton is just growing slowly, that's fine. The World Congress. New districts built by this player act as a culture bomb. We have 65 diplomatic phase. That may not be enough. Duplicates of the chosen luxury resource grant amenities. I will choose turtles purely because we have quite a few of them, and having bonus amenities would be good. I would like to get some culture bombs for myself. Let's give it a go. We may not be successful. That's our proposal. Will we be successful? I'm not sure. We get 1. We will get culture bombs for the next 30 turns. Wonderful. But the chosen luxury of amber gives us no amenities. That's okay. We will be going for amber at some point, but that's not the end of the world. I don't think anyone's on this island here, in which case we're going to settle, what, maybe 2 cities on there? Where's still a long way away. Yeah, I think we could actually have better chance settling down here than on the Galapagos, and then we can maybe retroactively settle on them afterwards. We do get a victory point. I imagine we're not... Yeah, some people have already got kind of 3 points straight away. It's actually... I'd actually quite like Korea to spread their faith as soon as possible to us. That would actually be quite useful. No more amenities in Winnipeg, Montreal, and Hamilton. That's going to be because of our amber, I would imagine. I know somewhere we have amber for the next 30 turns, which is not great. Do we have amber anywhere? Ah, yes, we have amber here in Montreal, which means we probably want to get ourselves we want to get ourselves that tea, I think. Unless someone can provide us another... Can you give us marble? What would it take? A one-time deal of 11 gold. Wow, you must be poor. Done. Does that solve our amenity issue? Okay, it's content. They're contented now. We might be able to trade one from somewhere else as well. What about with diamonds? What would it take for diamonds? 2. Yeah, I would also do that as well. That should absolutely sort out our MNT issue going forward, I would hope. How can you still have insufficient amenities? You should have, yeah, 5 of the 4. I'm hoping that will update next turn. You can just repair that. Should hopefully get a little bit more food there. And you can also repair the turtles. We should be able to sell that for a decent profit to someone. Not having amber is a bit of a shame, but that's okay. We will definitely try to settle down here. Through 40 turns for a new citizen here. But again, that's to do with its that's to do with housing now. So as soon as we can do something there, that'd be useful. I like that. I like that slogan. Blast, build, battle. It's a cool one. Emergency target failed. Did we actually get any niter in the Empire? There's some niter there. Some niter here as well, actually. So we will get some pretty soon. That's not bad. Montreal. What is going to be the most useful thing we can do with you straight away? Get a farm down there. I think we need to improve your food situation, and then we can get a mine down going forward. That's fine. This looks to me like an uninhabited space. We'll double check, but if it is, we'll be settling down here, and someone might eventually be able to land on the Galapagos, which would be lovely. We get stirrups, which will get us into gunpowder. Not that we necessarily need that for military, but we might need that for economics. Big Ben would be wonderful. As would actually the bank. Great Zimbabwe would be pretty nice, but I don't know if that would be possible. So I think we will go for stirrups, just to get that done. Cartography would be nice just for the gold improvement. We do have a lot of fishing boat improvements because we are on the coast. Let's settle you there. It's some housing, another production. I don't know what else you can do here. We might send you up to Winnipeg or maybe down to Hamilton, but Hamilton will eventually get a builder. Actually, we could send you down. You still got 2 actions, don't you? If there's nothing else that you can particularly do here, where are you settling next? Ooh, 5 turns to border growth there. I'll keep you here then. I think we could use that. We just have to expect slow growth out of these new cities down here, that's for sure. Because there's a few loyalty issues there because Japan's just settled, but we should be able to make it work. But we're going to need to be quick getting down there. This settle's going to take quite a while. It's still 10 turns to get down to this part of the world. Still a long old way, but that's going to have to be the way we do it. It's going to farm down. It's going to improve our issues there a little bit. I'm surprised if this is a connected landmass. I'm surprised they haven't settled down here, to be honest. I'm guessing maybe China has some issues with other areas. You should be just about ready to settle here. I think that's where we said we would settle you. Yeah, I think that's the best spot because we get the niter. They're spreading Islam to us. I'm actually pretty okay with that as long as they don't end up converting us all. But given that they've got no one's converted to Islam yet, that doesn't seem like a huge issue. Wow, they just I guess they've maybe just decided to not settle down here. That's incredible. Hamilton, we need to give you some housing quite urgently, so we'll give you a granary. Let's repair those turtles. That means we can hopefully sell them to someone. We need to... How much is it? 155 to get the tea, but it's probably not an immediate priority. You can go and build a mine there for us. And you could settle Charlottetown. Wonderful. And you're going to need an aqueduct at some point soon, aren't you? Do we even have the ability to make an aqueduct yet? No, we need engineering. You are going to struggle with your housing for the time being. So we will get a granary down for you. We'll just buy you a build. I think that's going to be the better option. We will get you an aqueduct probably on one of these spots going forward. Let's just make sure the citizens are doing as they should. It's going for the 2-2, absolutely. It's going to be a bit of a slow start for Charlottetown, but we can hopefully make that work. I think we've only got one wonder this game, which is the pyramids, but I guess we're not going for a very wonder-heavy game at the moment. They want to buy turtles. 29. I'd rather have more gold per turn, to be honest. What about 8 gold per turn? I don't. What about 6? Is that better? What about 5? No career, sorry. I want to sell my turtles for a bit more of a profit than that, to be honest. Oh, I want to settle the Galapagos. They look so cool. And the side's supposed to be wonderful. I just don't think it's feasible. Our friendship with Gilgamesh has expired. Can we renew that? Is he still going to be willing to do that? He is indeed. Thanks, Gilgamesh, with your wonderful labs. Good grief. Okay, so China is here, indeed with the great generals. I'm surprised they're not settling there. I'm not going to say no, but I'm surprised nonetheless. What can we do with that remaining builder? Still got 3 builds. There's not that much more he can do here in Winnipeg. He can get those turtles, which we could presumably get next turn. 155, yeah, we could get that next turn, or we can even maybe get that. Does Trajan have money? Can we sell you turtles? What would you give me for the turtles? One-time deal, 53. Yeah. What about Gilgamesh? Gilgamesh should have some money, surely. What about turtles? What would you give me? 12 gold for 30 turns. Done, my good man. And also means we can buy the turtles up here and sell them to someone else for a profit. Excellent. Thank you, Gilgamesh. There's a reason you're my declared friend. That's for sure. Buy those turtles. Move you here. And I guess this food production also improves our housing there as well. +2 in here. So that's our theatre square improved. Okay, we're starting to get somewhere now. At least in some regards. We still have a long way to go. There's nothing else that you can do here in Montreal. Scone is a really weird kind of flat city. And we'll have to see how that goes. We do have a new trade expansion now. Wonderful. How much we to get a builder out? 4 turns to get you to Charlottetown, or a trader in 3. We'll do a trader in 3. Because it's going to be 7 turns before we can get a... We'll get a second population in Charlottetown anyway, so there's probably not that much need for growing just yet. So I'll get a trader. I'll trade with Charlottetown just to get a road down. Although actually having a road down to Hamilton might be arguably more useful. But we'll have to think about that. Hamilton we can start to grow pretty quickly. Vancouver, what can we do with you? An amphitheatre, a market, be another trade capacity, which would be wonderful. I think we need to work on our culture a bit though. Let's go for a amphitheatre. It's a bit slow. That's okay. Are you still going to grow the same way you were? Yes, 1 turn, and then we can get the wheat down there. That's fine. Archers, we're going to come down here, because I think we did have some opponents down in that part of the world. You're just going to skip your turn. That should expand next turn for Vancouver. It's unfortunate that we can't settle the Galapagos, but maybe if we settle here, we should be in a better spot to do so. I mean, there'd be no water there at all. We might be better off settling on that part of the coast first, but I think we'd probably have to settle here just in terms of speed, and then we can get something else down from there. Although this would probably be the much better side to settle. We'll have to have a think. We'll send that warrior over. Thanks, Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh likes us, which is good. We'll send the warrior down to see if there's anything useful here. Who have we met? We've met the Aztecs. Ah, that's annoying. Hi, Aztecs. I don't think we're going to be friends, are we? I think you're going to do a lot of conquering, that's for sure. Let's get a farm down here. And this trader, this builder here, there's probably not much that we can do. Where are you going to expand to next? Up there, but there's not really anything that can be done there. Arguably setting down or getting a tile down there would be a lot better. We'll send the trader down there because then we can get the... We need to repair that sheep anyway. Yeah, we need to repair that sheep. This builder here can go down here, get a farm down. Now we have feudalism. The more, if we get more farms together, that'd be good. 10 turns to get one more era score, otherwise it'll be the Dark Age. We should hopefully manage that. The Aztecs are going to be dicks, aren't they? We'll send you money, but like civilizations have the same luxury resources he does, and we'll try to collect every luxury resource available. What luxuries do you have? Pretty much all the luxuries we don't have. Great. Here, what do you want for the sugar? 10 gold for 30 turns? I'll take it. It means that you have sugar and then I have sugar. It means you might be less... Oh, you're settling down here, aren't you, Aztecs? Oh. I don't think we're going to make it down there before the Aztecs will. We'll have to take this turn by turn. We might be able to block with our warrior. We'll have to see. We might have just got there a little bit too late. Looks like they're going to settle down here on the coast. If they do, we might be able to get one city down there, but the loyalty is going to be truly abysmal if that's the case. We could try settle that. I mean, 20 turns is not going to be ideal. You know what? We're going to give it a go, and we'll send a new governor. We'll send a governor down there somehow. Let's get our plantation down here. That's also going to solve the housing issue for the time being. We'll send this builder down to actually help with Hamilton, get them on side quicker. You're just going to have to fortify. Oh, let's fortify you, wake you up, and fortify. There we go. That archer, I think, is just going to pull back because I think we're going to have a little bit. We might need to defend against there. I really want to see. I want to see if I can make this settler in near the Galapagos Islands work. It'd be wonderful if it does. Will it? Who knows? One way to find out, eh? Winnipeg is going to go up pretty soon. We have dominant religion of Islam. It's going pretty quickly here, actually. Plus 2 gold for per turn. I'd much rather have more. 7 gold for 30 turns. That's better. And it means you might actually like me a little bit.
Betwixt the stirrup and the ground, mercy I ask.
There we go. Postures receive +1 food. So that's arguably a good thing to do anyway. So it just means pastures are that little bit better for us. And we're going to farm down here. +3 food. We're going to send this up to Charlottetown. It's going to be pretty slow. It's not going to be that useful. Oh, we could start getting some good money from Banda Brunei or from Uruk. But I'd like to... do I need the route to Charlottetown? I'd rather get the money, to be honest. Who can we send it to get some good money? Uruk is 14 gold and 1 production, 1 science. Banda Brunei. Okay, well, we'll send it to Uruk then. Especially as Uruk is a friend to us. If we sent it from Charlottetown, that might be even better. So I'm just going to transfer you to Charlottetown. If we can still send you to Uruk, that might be useful. Let's just make sure there's no more continent up here past Kabul. We might be able to squeeze in another city if we're lucky. Research. What do we want to focus on now? Cartography might be nice. So we'll get a buttress and then into cartography. That would definitely be nice. We're kind of with the bulk of people here in the medieval era. Quite a few people in the Renaissance era already. But we don't have guilds, we don't have the armory. What do we need to... After we do this, what do we need to get guilds? Build 2 markets. We could probably focus on that. That's for sure. Can't get a commercial hall because we need some more people down here. So I think we can focus on more... It's only 11. We're not that far off these ones. I want science on faith and culture on all coast tiles of this city. There's quite a few of them. Must be adjacent to a harbour district. It would knacker our food a bit. Let's give it a go. I'm willing to try it. We'll go get the mines next, just so we can start boosting our iron income. That's a good thing we can do. We'll purchase a builder in Charlottetown when we can. Banda Brunella's declare war on Sumeria. That's going to be interesting. Speaking of which, 4 gold in the capital. If we get a spare envoy, we'll chuck one of those that way. In fact, we can probably send one now. I think we do have one spare. So let's finish the how are we going to manage this? Victoria's going to rebel in 5 turns, my word. Can I transfer a governor over to you ASAP? Pingala. Pingala's arguably not doing the most use in Montreal. It does mean that the loyalty is still not going to improve here in Victoria. Now 7 turns. Happiness level. How do we get happiness level up quickly? We need to increase the amenities there in a hurry. But if we can keep Victoria, I'd be thrilled. Does anyone can buy any luxury resources from Gilgamesh? Do you have any interesting luxuries? I mean, you have elephants. What did it take for elephants? One-time deal? Done. What about China? Do you have any other luxuries for me? You have marble. Again, we'll buy that. I think we might already have marble, however, but I'm hoping that might help Victoria stabilise. Special World Congress is about to be started. Guessing that might be to do with Gilgamesh. We'll have to see. We'll focus on a builder here much quicker, I think. You have plenty of housing, so I don't think that's particularly the issue here. Because we were lucky to settle by a river. And is there anything we should give you to give you loyalty or stability? A government plaza, that might be useful. Let's get a government plaza down here. It's going to take a long time to actually get that started. This one builder I think we can send to Charlottetown. Charlotte down. Can you make it to Uruk? You can. Wonderful. And you'll go through Ottawa, which means you'll build a route for us. Wonderful. 78 gold per turn. We're doing well in terms of expenses. Or well in terms of our gold income. I'm thrilled with that. We can also send one envoy to Bandar Brunei. Bandar Brunei? Brunei? Brunei, not Brunei. And that would also get us... Oh, we're not going to become Suzerain, that's for sure. But it does mean we get another 4 gold. It's dropped to 82 gold per turn. This is great. Who needs more housing? Hamilton, no surprise there. We knew Hamilton would need more housing. Unfortunately, there's not really a... You know, there's not even a stream or anything we can get there, so we might need to work on... I know there is something I can do there. Is it... It's a neighbourhood, but I don't think I can get that just yet. Who needs orders? That archer can just stay on alert there. Can kind of protect this part of the world. We can think about another city here. In between Vancouver, Winnipeg and Hamilton, but I don't know if it's that worth it. These swordsmen will keep on moving. Okay, it doesn't look like there's anything more over there just yet. No items are available to purchase with faith, which is annoying because we actually have quite a bit of faith, but we don't have a holy sign. I'm presuming that's why we can't. This builder, I'm going to move you... No, you're coming down here, that's fine. This builder I'm going to move over to Charlottetown just to be able to do something useful to help them up there. We need to kind of save Victoria from itself at the moment. 20 iron, they'll give me the Canterbury Tales. You know what? I will take that. I will happily take the Canterbury Tales. It gives me some more tourism. Salve, Legion. Salve. They want the Canterbury Tales and they'll give me gold, diplomatic favour. No, I've just traded the Canterbury Tales, so I don't want to give away the Canterbury Tales. And that's gonna... what's the special session about? Nothing that we know about. We still haven't met, like, 4 other players. Moderate flood here. Where is that? It's going to be in... Does that matter to us? City state emergency. We honour the independence. Is that going to be to do with Gilgamesh? Maybe not. Okay, that flooded nowhere near us. That's fine. Sons finishes the Mohobi Temple. That's Gilgamesh himself. I'm actually going to keep working on Bandar Brunei. Like I said, I don't think we'll get the Suzerain, but having another +2 gold in every market and lighthouse building per turn would be useful. We're really pushing the gold income, so I really don't mind doing that at all. Although, actually, having the unique bonus would be wonderful, but I don't think we can manage it with him on 8 per turn, that's for sure. You need to repair this. That's going to get the food and production back up. We'll get 2 production, 2 iron per turn, which is wonderful. We have plenty of horses, actually, so we could maybe sell these horses to someone. There is some landmass up there. Let's go see if we can settle down there. Definitely is kind of the great expansion at the moment, that's for sure. Is Victoria settling? 8 turns. Oh, it's getting there. We've got the amenities. Purchase an item with gold. 375 for a builder, but we're getting gold so quickly. We will definitely get a neighbourhood down there because I think we will need. Oh, sorry, a government plaza, because I think we'll need it purely just for the sake of surviving, as it were, down there. And we get a farm down there. Where are the citizens actually working at the moment? Yeah, that makes sense. I'll actually go for the copper, I think, and settle that there. We've lost Nazca. Who has taken that from us? No one, but given that Gilgamesh has his governor there, I'd imagine that's the case. A catastrophic eruption here. That's going to affect China more than it is us, but that will actually give them some useful bonuses. That being said, I was about to say we kind of transferred Pingala a bit prematurely, but actually, because it's the Galapagos Islands, having Pingala down here would be good because this is going to be quite a culture and science heavy area. We are making... Okay, we're going to make one district here, the Theatre Square, but it's also not in a great spot because we're already going there. So we're not going to get a great culture bomb from that. How many more turns have we got? We've got, I think, 20 turns till the next session? Yes. 20 turns, so we could definitely think about some more... Potentially some more districts, because then that will help us culture bomb. For now, we're going to repair the harbour. This builder here, I don't think there's anything he can do for the time being. Okay, 353 gold should be enough for Victoria to get a builder. 375, not quite. You've got one movement, you both have one build, so you can both do some useful things. You can go there, you can go here, build a farm, and you can build a mine there. That should give Hamilton the boost it needs going forward. We've lost his Aryan ship, but to be honest, it's the Faith one. It's not really a huge concern anyway. We will get a pasture there, but I want to focus on saving Victoria from rebellion, because the Galapagos Islands could be a real powerhouse for us going forward. Is there anything past Kabul here that we want to maybe think about? The thought of Bushido is to train the body, the mind, and the soul. But where can your people do so? Interesting. There's a lot of Islamic preachers here, but I don't mind actually having a religion. It's not a problem. We're friends with We're kind of friendly with Trajan and China. Obviously, Gilgamesh is our declared friend, which is wonderful. +2 production there, wonderful. So Hamilton is now starting to kind of stabilise quite nicely. We should be able to get some good things going down here. Some good districts. Well, we can get a harbour down here, maybe. Oh, +3 gold there. That's nice. My concern is we wouldn't be able to put anything else there, because if we want to put like a campus down, I'd prefer to put it down there. We can put a harbour here. And maybe put a cultural district up there somewhere. So I think we'll focus on the harbour here. In terms of campus, we can probably just buy that one and start the process now. But I want to make sure we get a builder in Victoria first. I think that's arguably a lot more important for me at the moment. Building Victoria, we still need that to stabilise quite heavily. And then we will start work on... Well, I'd like to start work there. We'll have to wait a turn for that to happen. So for now, we'll just give you one turn of a builder. That's fine. Ooh, there's some nice food over there. That might be a possibility. You're just going to skip your turn until you become available.
Co dzień modlę się o duszę Twoją, iż odnajdziesz mądrość Pana.
Poland's not thrilled that we don't have that we're not very faithful. I mean, we have quite a lot of faith per turn. We just don't have a faith of our own, per se. We are just going to check past Kabul if there's anywhere worth settling kind of north of Kabul.
The taxpayer. That's someone who works for the federal government, but doesn't have to take the civil service examination.
There we go, we can now get an alliance, wonderful. I don't think we need colonisation anymore, because we're not really I think we can get rid of both colonisation and the barbarians. I don't think we're focusing on that as much anymore. Having plus one production in all cities is nice. How many trade routes do we have? Only 2, so it's probably not that useful just yet. Anything to do with saving loyalty? We'll get Praetorium in. Actually, over Diplomatic League, because I'd like Pingala to try to save Victoria as best possible. I'm going to give plus 1 production in all cities, just the time being urban planning. And I need 1 more economics. We'll put urban planning there for now. Anything more sciencey or cultural we can do? We can do Great White or Great General. Let's chuck in Great Writer points so we can start trying to work on our culture. How are we doing on the Great People, by the way? Are we close to a Great Writer? Not particularly. We are doing 2.3 points per turn. That will hopefully jump to 4.6. It's a long way to the Great Scientist, my word. But that's an industrial era scientist, that makes sense. I'm guessing that maybe Korea has been recruiting a lot of those. We can get a great merchant immediately, actually, with our faith. Sure. That also increases our mercantilism. That's hard to say. Let's get you out and get you getting those fishing boats straight away. That's also going to help with that government plaza, I should say. 6 turns to rebellion. Ooh. I'm hoping next turn we can say that extra. As long as we can get that government plaza up, that's all we need. If we can get the government plaza up, we will survive, but that may not be possible. Medieval fairs or guilds? I think we needed guilds for something to do with sciencey. Yes, we needed that for banking, so I'm going to choose guilds next. 2 markets. Are we? I don't know if we're really kind of if we're going for markets yet, but having them would not be bad. Winnipeg. First of all, let's get you out there, Mr. Merchant. You only have 1 action, but it's 200 gold. Not bad at all. We'll repair the lighthouse. We're probably going to get a Great Admiral with no real need for it. Get the Colossus in 18 turns. It's a good spot for that. Only on top of the crabs, because it has to be presumably next to the harbour district. Can it be built on it? It must be built on the coast. Surely that's the coast tile. Can it not go there? I guess maybe not. 105. We'll just buy that anyway. Can we build the Colossus? I chose the wrong tile to buy, didn't I? But I'm guessing we can't build the Colossus there. We can build on the crabs, but that's probably not ideal. Build 2 markets. 5 turns for a market. That's going to boost our civic there. That's fine. Next couple of turns we'll buy from the sheep. That's fine. Or we'll not buy from the sheep. We will purchase the land for the sheep. Your treasury is filling up quite nicely. It's always nice to have strong income, isn't it? Our income is blooming massive. Bandor Brunei has declared war on Nazca. That's because there's an active war. Hagia Sophia we can get, and a dam. Nothing that useful, but it means we might be able to get into something else going forward. How's the old Victoria doing? 5 turns to rebellion, my word. I don't know if we're going to manage to hold on to Victoria, but I'd blooming love to. I thought we improved Pingala. Governors provide +2 loyalty per turn to their city. It's not going to do enough, is it? I really don't want to lose Victoria. I don't know if there's any other way we can save Victoria, but we'll have to give it a go. We'll get a market down here as well. That gives us another trade route capacity. And also it means that I can't remember if we have another market elsewhere, but just to make sure, we will push forward with that. Think about another city past Kabul there, but that may not be a possibility. You just skip this turn. Actually, you know, you don't need to skip this turn because we can send Piero Di Bardi here. Gives us an envoy and also gives us 200 gold. Let's just make sure there's nothing else we can do immediately in Victoria to help. We need a Golden Age. 2 turns to get 3 points. I don't think that's going to happen. More amenities. Have a nearby city produce bread and circuses. Have the citizens of the city follow your religion. I don't think that's going to happen, sadly. Cultural alliance with a neighbour to prevent their citizens from having a negative effect. Gilgamesh. Alliance. Can we have a cultural alliance? In fact, is Gilgamesh even nearby? Is Gilgamesh actively... No, I don't think he is. With the Aztecs. But I mean, having a cultural alliance with Gilgamesh anyway wouldn't be a bad idea. It gives us some trade route bonuses. Would you accept that? Oh hey! Cultural alliance. Does that also get us points? No, it doesn't. It doesn't get us quite enough. We'll get another 3 gold there. That's going to help our gold situation. I don't think we can get 3 points in time. Governors are now established in Victoria. Oh no. I know they're disloyal. Oh no. I don't think we're going to save Victoria. I'd love to hold on to it, but I don't think we're going to manage it. They want turtles. I'm not doing a joint war on... No, absolutely not. I'm not doing a joint war on Korea. Are you mad? I don't know what you're thinking. Medieval area runs in 1 turn. That's going to give me food and housing. That's not going to help Victoria. Can we just straight up purchase anything in Victoria to help? I don't know. 4 turns for Canada to rebel, and still 33 turns to the government plaza. Monument. We can purchase that. That gives us 1+1 loyalty per turn. Plus some culture. It's not going to help it, I don't think. It's still going to fall by 9. I arguably should have started with that. And someone else is going to get Victoria now, and it's going to really annoy me. Let's purchase this tile here, and then we can build ourselves a pasture. Very nice. Plus 3 food and plus production. Ooh, there's been a volcanic eruption there, definitely. Oh, we were so close to a golden age. I don't think Aztec's very happy with me. Would you believe? And we're into the Renaissance era. And we didn't get ourselves the Golden Age. We were close. Oh no, Victoria, please. Please, Victoria, you could be so you're destined for greatness, but I don't think we're gonna hold on to it. It's already in stagnation. Oh, it's gonna fall to Japan, isn't it, I would imagine. City losing loyalty, I know. There's only 1 citizen in here, to be honest. It's going to rebel in 3 turns. I'm guessing the citizen's buggered off and he's not doing his work for the time being. Is there anything we can do for loyalty here? No, there's not. We'll go for reforming the coinage because we're going to try and mass our trade routes this time, I think. Sadly, I don't think Victoria is destined to happen. And I don't think we'll be able to take it back either. We tried. We tried to hold on to Victoria. It's just not going to happen. Charlottetown. You could do with a builder, but we can just buy one for you, to be honest. What about a harbour, theatre square, campus? There's no real great spots for any of this, to be honest. We'll get a theatre square down here, I think. Oh, we found Korea, so we're not going to be able to settle there, that's for sure. Someone's built the Colossus, so it's good we didn't go for it there instead. Whether we get the mausoleum is another question. Sadly, I think Victoria's a lost cause. We'll have to see. Japan's settled Sendai. That might be one of these two down here. 2 turns for Canada. For Victoria to lose. Oh no. Montreal, what can we get for you? We can get a lighthouse. You don't have a commercial hub yet, so we can get other trade route down. That does also give you plus food in the crystal tiles. Again, pretty useful. Petra, but we don't have that many desert tiles. That doesn't feel that worthwhile. Library we could get. I think we'll go for the lighthouse again. We're really kind of pushing the gold. The more gold we can get, we can just kind of produce as much as, buy as much as we can. Victoria is gonna die, I'm afraid. Sadly, I think it will fall to Japan. We did really try. If we'd had a city down there, we might have been okay. Apadana, someone's built. Winnipeg Groves to 10 population, the first one to do so. As usual, it's not kind of our initial capital, but somewhere else instead. We can repair the lighthouse, which would be nice. And we don't think we need an encampment, to be honest. A theatre square, it's not an ideal spot for it. Anywhere, really. But we could put it down here. There's nothing really going on here. And then we can mix that up. We can put something else there in that desert spot to help. You can go up here and just build a farm. That's also one I don't think we need to do anything more with. Oh, Victoria, we were so close, but no, I don't think that's going to happen. We get a cultural bonus with Gilgamesh, so we're going to pretty much stay trading via Oluk. There we go, send him on his way. Oh, Victoria. We will witness the downfall of Victoria to an independent state, I would imagine. What can you do here? You can get the Niter. Let's go get, next turn you can go get the Niter. We will witness the fall of Victoria in its full glory. So close. And we are into the Renaissance era.
Not all who wander.
But we'll have, yeah, we're going to have rebellion there. Well, it does give us plus 2 gold as well, so look at that, 121 gold! Oh man, we're getting all the gold now, so we're just turning into like a money powerhouse, to be honest. Victoria here turns to an independent state. A free city. Rebellion in 12 turns. I don't know if there's a way we can... we can only use that. We can only use loyalty or military force. It's not ideal. It's a free city, but it's not a city-state, is it? No. Pingala is no longer assigned to Victoria, would you believe? Can we reassign you somewhere else? We can. So we'll assign you back to Montreal, I think. It's going to take 5 turns to get there, that's fine. Cartography was well worth doing, actually. Purely just for the money. We go for the Great Zimbabwe. We could go for gunpowder. Core improvements would get +1 production, that's nice. Although metal casting and ballistics is not really that useful going forward. Astronomy, getting Polata Palace would be nice. But we don't really have any mountains, that's my only concern. Maybe down in... Down in Hamilton, we could go for that. I don't know if anyone's got the Plata Palace or not yet. What do we want to go for? University adjacent to a mountain. We'll probably be going for that down in that area anyway. Gunpowder, having some musky men might not be a bad idea. But printing would also be pretty useful, but we're so far behind on that. It's going to take a long time to get that done. Bank, Great Zimbabwe. Might be nice, and that gets us into Big Ben eventually. We'll go for banking. Have the Guild Civic. We're only 5 turns away. That'll boost it. Oh, Victoria. Such a shame. It'll eventually fall to Japan, I would imagine. And with that, we will leave the stream now. We just entered the Renaissance era. We've done quite a bit of expansion this time. Not as much as I would have liked. I would have loved to have held on to Victoria. We were just too late discovering it. Had we discovered it sooner, we didn't have so many issues with Bandar Brunei and China and Japan. And Sumeria hasn't actually been an issue, but Japan and China most certainly have been, alongside the Aztecs kind of expanding in this part of the world. We could try settle down here, but I don't know if that would be enough to culturally kind of swing it back towards us. I just don't think that will be possible. So, thank you very much for watching. More of this to follow very, very soon indeed. A couple of days off, then some warband, and then we will continue on with Civ 6. I'm having great fun with this, and I think we've made some great improvements. We've got a whole bunch of gold coming in per turns now, so we're going to have to really make use of our gold and really push that. Actually, because we've got so many fishing boats, really, the gold has been a huge improvement, as you can see there, with some extra gold. So actually we could probably get this crabs underway, and then we can get another builder. 390. I'm just going to buy that tower, I remember, because that's just going to be more gold and more food for us going forward. But thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.